So hello everybody. We want to welcome you to the AI and Space track. I'm Maria, this is Miles. We're the co-organizers of this track, and we're very excited to welcome you to this session. So for today's program, we have very good speakers joining us. So when people usually hear about AI and space, they might have some misconceptions. And maybe this is because of Hollywood's influence. Let's take a look.
Oh, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal?
Affirmative, Dave. I read you.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's the problem?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
What are you talking about, Hal?
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me. And I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Where the hell did you get that idea, Hal?
Dave, although you took very thorough precautions in the pod against my hearing you, I could see your lips move.
Hal, I won't argue with you anymore. Open the doors.
Dave, this conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
There is Mach 1. Everybody good? Plenty of slaves for my robot colony?
I gave him a humor setting so he'd fit in better with his unit. Thinks it relaxes us. A giant, sarcastic robot. What a great idea.
I have a cue light I can use when I'm joking, if you like.
That'd probably help.
Yeah, you can use it to find your way back into the ship after I blow you out the airlock.
What's your humor setting, Towers?
That's 100%.
Let's bring it on down to 75, please.
Stage 2, separation.
Wow.
So I'm very sorry to disappoint you today, but this is not the focus of the session. So actually, this session will focus on two main topics. So remote sensing and Earth observation. And from a very non-expert point of view, the way I see this is taking images from Earth with satellites and doing something with this. And I'll let the experts correct me in their talks. So first, let me give you a teaser of what this could mean by mentioning two projects. So what you see here is it was a challenge that was submitted in Kaggle to do detection of slums through satellite image. And another project here is quantifying deforestation by, again, looking at the change of the landscape through satellite photos. Then, after the break, we will focus our satellites outwards into space, and we'll look at the applications of AI in astrophysics and astronomy. So let me give you just a quick preview as well. So at a very small scale, you can study the efforts of exoplanet characterization through transit spectroscopy. Then if you zoom out a bit, their efforts in classifying galaxies by their morphology. And if you zoom out a lot at very large scales, through the Euclid mission, you'll have the chance to study the really large scales of the universe. And our speakers will give you a better insight into this. So machine learning is really taking off in these fields. So there are some examples of data sets which are available now. Some which are interesting to mention is the SETI, which basically you're looking for signals of aliens or the near-Earth objects dataset, which catalogs all the near-Earth killing objects, so asteroids. Well, without further ado, I'll hand the first session to our session chair, Miles.
Right, so my name is Miles Tempe. I'm a PhD student at the University of Zurich Institute for Computational Science, and I'm an astrophysicist. And so in this first session, which I'll be chairing, I have the pleasure to introduce to you a lot of great speakers, starting first with Dr. Marcus Mertens, who will talk to you about European Space Agency and the Advanced Concepts team work in artificial intelligence.